5 seconds before the performance.
Places, everybody.
Welcome to Theatre First with Alex First.
Arthur Miller's stunning Pulitzer Prize and Tony Award-winning 1949 play Death of a Salesman has lost none of its clout all these years later. The 3-hour production by Hearth Theatre at 45 Downstairs explores themes of change, isolation, depression, self-worth, family values, truth and financial distress. The action takes place in 1940s New York. Willie Loman, played by Paul English, started out as a salesman when still in his mid-teens, and now at age 63 he remains on the road, covering thousands upon thousands of kilometres. His territory is New England. He's tired and washed up. Although he was once the pride of his company, he now doesn't make enough to cover the household expenses. In fact, he has to turn to his neighbour Charlie, Taz Dimitrakakis, for regular handouts so that he can pay his way. Willie's wife Linda, Margot Knight, loves him dearly, despite his grumbles and worries. Of late, Willie's mind also appears to be going. Linda urges Willie to ask his boss, Howard Wagner, Anthony O'Connell, who took over the business from his father Frank, for an office job. The couple has 2 adult children who are temporarily staying with them, sharing their old room. Willie bemoans the fact that the elder Biff, Charlie Cousins, has made nothing of himself. He's but a farmhand earning little money, when his destiny could have been so different. As a teenager, Biff was a football star, destined for a college scholarship until he flunked maths. Then his life started to unravel, and he fell out with Willie, whom he still loves, but whenever they talk, they end up locking horns. Willie's younger son, Happy, Ross Dwyer, is a womaniser and a big talker, who has his eyes on a more prestigious job than he currently has. Truth be told, despite pumping himself up, he's an assistant to the assistant buyer at a local store. Happy would love to go into business with his brother, and they come up with an idea, with Biff determined to approach a former employer for funding. As Willie's mental state continues to deteriorate, he has increasing visions of his older brother Ben, who made a fortune in Africa by the time he was 21. Friendless and losing all hope, Willie's final blow comes at the hands of his boss, while the reception Biff receives from his former employer is equally devastating. Her theatre's portrayal of broken dreams and spirit is every bit as powerful as the story suggests it should be. It remains heartbreaking to watch. Thematically, the subject matter is as relevant today as when it was first realised. The shifts in society since the play's inception have been significant. Disconnectedness and health and well-being are certainly more spoken about, but it's arguable how much progress has actually been made. Many continue to slip through the cracks. Paul English does a fine job laying bare Willie's vulnerabilities. You very quickly gain the impression that he's a mere shadow of his former self. Meanwhile, Biff is a chip off the old block. Charlie Cousins readily channels his character's crash and burn persona. Perpetually out to please his father, Biff inevitably fails. Margot Knight is impressive as Linda, Willie's indefatigable and empathetic wife and greatest defender. Ross Dwyer makes a good fist of it too, as the over-exuberant Happy, a man prone to hyperbole. Backed by a strong supporting cast, Death of a Salesman remains a searing portrait of struggle. I greatly appreciated the creativity involved in the play's staging. Set and costume designer Adrian Chisholm was responsible. Brown boxes of various sizes are stacked liberally around the expanse of the theatre. Dried-out leaves are scattered on the wooden floorboards. An old brass bed, 2 wooden single beds, 5 weathered dark brown chairs and a small table that's seen better days complete the picture. Mind you, I should add that the appearance of a reel-to-reel tape recorder as a prop brought a smile to my face. Importantly, director Christopher Tompkinson has given the actors free rein to move about the stage as the mood takes them. There aren't set positions. The actors can respond to what they see and feel around them at each performance. Let me finish by saying what I saw and felt was well worth seeing. Death of a Salesman is playing at 45 Downstairs, 45 Flinders Lane in Melbourne until the 27th of February 2022.
You've been listening to Theatre First with Alex First. Available at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.